Oh my gosh, Galatasaray beat Liverpool. Let's talk all about it on the Galatasaray Show. Welcome back to the Galatasaray Show. I'm Brad. This is Serkan.
Hi.
What a great day. What a great day. Galatasaray beats Liverpool 1-0. Where do we start, Serkan? Where do we start?
Well, I guess I'm going to admit that you were right and I was wrong.
Oh, do
I did
tell about
not
what?
realize just how often we come up against teams like Liverpool, like Real Madrid. The Champions League is a big stage, and you can tell the players are extra motivated out there. And honestly, I did not expect us to win this game, but the team made us proud.
I thought we would probably win because logically I kept saying, right? Okay, if we beat Manchester United, I know they were 5th place that year, 4th or 5th place 2 years ago in England. We draw with them at home and score 3 goals. We almost beat Bayern at home, right? They got us late. And this team has these better players. We have clearly upgraded players.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I'm like, if we can do that, we should have a chance to be in this game. I'm fully convinced that Frankfurt match
was just a coincidence.
Yeah, it was evil eye. Everything bad that could happen happened in that game. We got it out of the way. There's nothing left. We had a pot of own goals going to. I believe, like in all this stuff, we have a pot of own goals that we're gonna give up. We used them all in the Frankfurt match. They're all done. There won't be any more. Everything that could go wrong went wrong.
We have not been playing well for the past 3.5 weeks. It's not only about the Frankfurt game. Look at the stats of the Alanya Sports game.
Well, but it's what we have been talking about, though, right? We changed a quarter of our team. And I don't think we talk enough about the leadership we lost with Muslera and Mertens. That changes your locker room, right? And so it's not just that we had to change players and those players get used to meshing together. It's that you had the locker room dynamic had changed and it has to be kind of reformed about, who is the leader? Who's going to wear that captain's armband? And we said is that this team is just going to keep getting better and better as they play together, get to know each other, trust each other. Okan trusts them and them trust Okan. And yesterday, I don't know what you think, that was the lineup I've liked the most all year. He had the courage to drop Sane. I don't know what that dude's problem is, but I don't know. He just doesn't seem to be into what we're doing, and that doesn't work, right? So he wasn't on the wing. Instead, he did what we needed. We had speed with Barish. We had speed with Yunus. We had speed with Osimhen, right? Then Ilkay starts, and God, what a game he played. Singo, this dude's making $30 million look like it's a bargain. And my man...
It is a bargain in today's market. I agree.
And my man, Abdul Karim. Abdul Karim's too slow. We need to drop Abdul Karim. We should play 3 in the back. Oh, really? Really?
This is the part that I said I was wrong and you were right.
Abdul Karim did.
He had a great game.
If we had played, now again, I know Singo is new. If we played this back 4 against Frankfurt, do you think we give up 5 goals?
We wouldn't. But there was this extra piece of motivation for the Liverpool game.
Well, the motivation was that they had gotten boat raced in Germany. And you lose this game, and your dreams of going to the Champions League are over. We go from being way out of the top 18 to now I think we're 15th or 14th place just in that one game. So now all of a sudden we're actually moving on as of today. And yeah, there was a lot of pressure. If you lose that game at home, you're in trouble. You're in big trouble.
I did not expect us to win this game at all. I was expecting at least 1 point from Frankfurt and nothing from this game. And things did not turn out to be like that. So that's why I'm kind of surprised right now.
So let's talk about a few things. So first of all, happy birthday to Galatasaray, born in 1905. Today is their actual 120th birthday. And it's also Umut Karan's birthday. He turns 49 today, so happy birthday to both of those people. I got to see Umut Karan play live a couple of times. That was good. AS Monaco, thank you for not just a Singo, but didn't Jakobs come from there too?
Oh my God, it was something else yesterday.
So I'll admit I was wrong. I can sometimes be a little biased towards Turkish nationals on the team versus Yabanji players, but man, Jakobs had it on lock yesterday. That dude is fast. You see that deal where he was just kept
Yeah, there
putting his
was
foot
that
down?
position. He was on his knee and tackled like 3 times.
Yeah. Gundogan had run to the left and he stopped the shot coming into the box. That was the transition to the penalty.
Yeah.
We go from potentially, if he's in the wrong place, being down 1-0 and maybe losing that game, to instead, like a minute later, we're up 1-0 and we win the game.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he played really well, but as a team, we played a high press with much more intelligence. So instead of like pressing all at once without thinking, we did that strategically, choosing the right moments to press and catching them like off guard. That's what we did yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the reasons why we won this game.
I heard Okan say something in his post-game press conference that kind of makes sense, that they concentrated on that game, like concentrated, defense concentrated for the entire hour plus, right? There was no lapse where they took time off or eased up. You can do that in the Super League. And I wonder if, where you don't have to be as hardcore in a Super League game to win it, if that kind of mentality may be carried to Frankfurt. And instead of being focused the entire game, they were kind of taking time off like you might in a Super League game, and they got punished for it. And maybe Okan was able to teach them from, look, you can't do that in these type of games.
I want to forget about the Frankfurt game.
Well,
The
I,
more
I
I
think,
think about it, go ahead.
well, something like that, you can't forget about it. You've got to use it as a teaching tool. Like,
Right, you gotta
yeah.
learn from your mistakes. But again, 5-1, it was one of those nights that
Well,
were not meant for us.
well, and then they get blown out by Atletico yesterday, and so now all of a sudden we have the same points as Frankfurt. So that's good. That's real good. Then I'll admit I was a little wrong about some Urjan. What a great last 2 games he's had against Alanya and then yesterday. Wow. Impressive.
The problem was not how he played or how he plays. The problem was the transfer fee. 36 million euros or dollars, whatever that amount is. Urjan has been pretty consistent about his performance. He's been playing well for the past 5 years, 6 years, so we have no problems regarding his performance on the pitch. It was just about the fees that we paid for it.
Now, one thing that's bothered me about this, and I think we all knew it was coming, is in all the post-match stuff, especially like the British press, the American press, that kind of thing, they're not talking about what a great job Galatasaray did, how we took Wirtz out, how Osimhen timed his runs. They were like surgical precision, how the wings played, how our fullbacks played. No, they're talking about like Liverpool's problem. Galatasaray, like in their eyes, didn't win the game, of course. Liverpool lost the game, and so
I don't agree with that. No,
we're still in that type. Oh yeah. You ESPN FC. I watched that deal. They just talked about everything Liverpool did wrong, not from the lens of we made them play poorly, but they played poorly on their own, and so
we made them play poorly.
Exactly. That kind of bothered me, and then of course this has been one of the funnest things. And Salah was, Mohamed Salah was training. He goes back into the dugout with his fingers in his ears.
Yeah.
And then said after the game, he couldn't, are they always like this? That I couldn't concentrate, right? What a great recruiting tool that is. If you're looking to play somewhere and we can pay you the same money as somewhere else, and you know you're going to play against us, wouldn't you rather play in our stadium with people going, yay, instead of, yo?
Ilkay was at a press conference yesterday, and he said that a player from Liverpool came to him and said, "Is it always like this?"
Mm-hmm.
And he said, "Yes."
Because it is. I think Osimhen's talked about that before.
Yeah.
But all right, so big picture here. This is a great win. Great win. Now up next
But
is
we gotta be consistent.
exactly. Next up is Bodo Glint. Bodo
If we
Glint.
happen to lose any points next week, then this win will
it's not
not
next.
carry any meanings.
It's not next week. Here's the good news. Good news is Saturday we play Besiktas at home. Then there's an international break. So we've played a lot of games, so it's great. We will have whatever it is, 14 days off, or let's say, something like that. Osimhen picked up a little bit of a knock at the end of the game, but then he was fine afterwards. Please, please, please do not go home to Nigeria for this international break.
We don't want him to get injured again.
No, but here's the problem. We're so good. We have all the international players, right? Shalai is on Hungary's national team. Barish, Yunus, Urjan is on our national team. And so they're not going to get any rest. They're going to play 2 matches. That's the kind of the burden you carry of having these great players while other Super League teams' players are resting. Ours are not.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, but it is what it is.
We can win the Besiktas game, I think, playing like whoever we roll out there. I'm not worried about that.
I'm not very positive about that game. So our players are super tired right now. I think they're taking a rest today, so it's their off day.
Mm-hmm.
And they're gonna come back to training tomorrow. So what is tomorrow? Tomorrow is
Thursday,
Friday. So we only have 2 days to train. And then we play this game on Saturday with Besiktas. We gotta rest some players. We gotta rest Jakob. So Jakob is a great player, only and only if he is fit.
Right.
If we play him on Saturday, if he gets injured, then he'll be out like for another 5 months, 6 months. We don't want this to happen.
That's great. Because you know who can play? Aaron can play.
Right. So Aaron can play, right? Then Shalai can play right back or maybe winger. Well, maybe winger makes more sense because Singo has not been playing.
Oh, I would like Singo to continue to play in this game because he doesn't play for a national team. Because I want him to continue to get reps on the field.
But he plays center back or right back?
Right back.
Right back. Okay. What if you want to rest one of those center backs?
Oh, play Arda.
I don't think that will be a good idea.
You got to play these people sometimes.
You gotta play those players when you play with, I don't know, Erzurumspor, Elazığspor.
Right.
Not against Besiktas.
How good do you think Besiktas is?
Feels like they're kind of like warming up. I mean, they're getting there.
They're okay.
We just don't want to give that hope to them.
Right. If it was away, that'd be one thing. But it's at home. It'll be sold out again.
Maybe Kaan Ayhan can't play.
I hope so. Metehan.
Metehan.
And this is and again, this is where we are. We still need Sara can play in the midfield.
Sara can't play. Yep.
We're still missing a number 8. Like Lamina gets the card yesterday, and you couldn't take him out. There's no one to come in. There's no one of that level to come in. If we took Lamina out in the 75th minute, we lose.
We need a baby Lamina on the bench. We do. That's what they say, baby Lamina.
Or a baby Torreira.
Or a combination of both.
Ooh, we need Torreira and Lamina to somehow, we need to take their DNA, take it to one of these laboratories or one of these countries that do this kind of stuff, use CRISPR to edit their biome, right? And then make a little Lamina Torreira.
Have them marry Turkish girls. How about that?
But I feel good about the Besiktas game. But then the team that, I tell you what, man, Bodo Glimt is no joke. They had Tottenham beat yesterday until a late goal game came, and they won. I believe they won their first game. So
they won the first game, really?
I think so. I think so. I've been kind of surprised by Bodo Glimt's results.
Yeah, that team is not a joke, not at all.
But they are at home, and so now we can go, if we again concentrate, stay healthy, and play well. We can get a lot.
Actually, they got 2 points, so
okay, they
had a tie the first game, and this is their second. They got 2 points.
So our last two games are our hardest, at Man City, and then Atletico comes to Istanbul.
We got to close this deal before we play those two last final
Yeah.
games. So we'll play with Monaco, Ajax. Ajax lost the two games that they played in the Champions League. Monaco hasn't played their second game, but they lost the first one. So we stand good chances.
Yeah, I think Ajax is about to
If we
fire their
stay.
coach, or they fired their coach.
Who? Ajax?
Ajax, something's going on there. The Wolves are at the door, as they would say, for Ajax.
Sorry, we're playing with. So we're gonna play with Monaco, Ajax, Manchester City, Bodo, and Atletico.
Boy, am I glad that Atletico game is January 22nd and not in 2 weeks. They're in peak form right now. Beat Madrid 5-2 on the weekend, and then boom.
So let me ask you a
Frankfurt.
question. I
Yeah.
know that the transfer window is closed right now, but the transfer window is gonna reopen in the mid of January, I believe, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
So we're gonna be playing those two games, the final two games in February.
Yeah, I
Is
think
that
so.
right?
Yeah. I know Atletico's the 22nd, and Man City's the 7th or something like that.
7. Okay. So are we gonna be able to register new players if we happen to make any transfers in that transfer window?
Well, I don't know. I don't know the answer to that question. I feel like you would. I follow Hassan Shash on Twitter. He's on some new TV network like TV Now or something now. If you don't follow Hassan Shash, you should. He's quite opinionated. Um, but he talks like we need to sign another midfielder, and
I agree.
he says it in the context of the Champions League. So I feel like, especially if you move on to the Champions League, right? You have games all into the springtime that you should be able to use. It's logical to me that if you sign somebody in the January window, you'd be able to register them to your Champions League roster.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure about that. We can always look it up. Definitely need another midfielder and a defender too, center back.
Yeah.
Looks like Singo is gonna play as a right back, so that means we need a center back.
Well, again, this was what was crazy about some of these other lineups that Okan was doing. I'm like, we've been looking for a right back since we lost Bowie. We sign a right back, and then he plays him as a central defender against Frankfurt. That was the stuff that was driving me insane. I see the lineup for yesterday, and it wasn't just me on like X. Lots of people were agreeing that this looked like a team that we wanted.
Well, there were several reasons for that. The first reason was Shalai was playing good as a right back, and he didn't want to cut him. And Sane was playing winger. He didn't want to cut him as well. He kind of listened to the social media and cut Oppo because he thought he was going to be slow on the pitch. The only thing that he could do, play Singo as a center back and right back Shalai, then sign a winger. That was the only thing that he could do. That's what he did.
Well, yesterday was really the first time we've had a healthy, full team. Like, we've been through the season, like Boris started off as our striker because Osimhen wasn't ready, right? We signed him. He didn't come soon enough. And so Boris was striker. Well, then Boris wants to go to Saudi Arabia. Now Boris doesn't play. And so then Osimhen comes in. Now Osimhen's playing striker. Now Osimhen gets hurt. Now Icardi's playing. He's not fully fit. And so yesterday was the first time you had like Boris, who has played, in like 3 games in a row, a healthy-ish. Osimhen says he's only like 40%. So if that's 40% Osimhen, I can't wait till we get 100. So you had fit Osimhen. Now you had Ilkay, who's played with the team for a few games. You had Lamina, who had picked up a knock, healthy. Lamina and Torreira. And then you had our back 4. So this was the first time we'd had this was the kind of the lineup that I think most people envisioned when we signed these players. And again, you can take Jakobs and Elma and kind of switch them out depending on who we're playing. But when I look at this, especially as the season had progressed and I kind of saw what a bunch of that's mean. I'm not going to be mean. I saw how ineffective Sane has looked in this team. This was the lineup that you want.
Yeah, but you cannot keep Sonny on the bench forever. You gotta do something about it,
Oh,
right?
he's gonna
You gotta do something about him. You'll either sell him in December and tell him that, hey, you know what? It's not gonna work out. Let's just end this relationship. Or I don't know what the or is.
well, again, maybe being benched yesterday will wake him up and show him just because my name is Sane and it was on the back of a Bayern Munich jersey, that
That
doesn't
means
mean I
nothing.
can come to Turkey and just show up and I get to play. I
That's not
think
how
that
it works. No.
Yeah, I think that's the mentality. I think Ziyech had the same mentality, and so did Zaha. That I'm playing in this big, strong English league, this German league, because that's what the media tell them, right? They look. We get one Champions League guaranteed spot. They get four. England gets five.
Somebody gotta tell them that their prime years are over. It's in the past.
Yeah, like
You cannot change the past.
and so what people don't understand, as you get older, you have to work harder to stay fit. It's not as
Yeah,
easy. Like
right.
when I was young, I could eat pizza, drink beer, sleep 5 hours, and go work out the next day. Man, now I've got to sleep 8 hours. Everything's got to be just right. I've got to work out 4 days, not five. And so I think they come here and just think they can live their playboy lives and roll the ball out there because that's like their right, because they played in England, they played in Germany. Maybe Sane just needed to see that, you know what, you're not above the team. No one's above Galatasaray. No player is better than Galatasaray. And I think he just thought he was going to start.
If we lost the game yesterday, that would have been a different story. But now we won this game. Yeah, that sends him a good message and say that, you know what, we can win without you. We don't need you.
Mhm. You need to
You gotta
train.
work hard to be
Yeah.
in the team.
Yeah. You need to earn your place in this team. This team is good, right? Like I love Aaron, but just because you started last year and we won the title doesn't mean you're going to start this year. Like you've got to work to keep your position.
I was thinking that we spent too much for Jakobs. I think we spent about 10 or 9 million euros, but you know what? It was nothing.
Oh yeah.
9, 10. I mean, especially in today's market, it's nothing. 9
Oh yeah.
million euros for a left back like Jakobs, I'll
Oh
take it.
man.
Yeah.
Just again, just an amazing game yesterday. That's how it was when we were signing all these players, right? This is how it was supposed to look. It was supposed to look like this. Passes like Ilkay just manipulating the midfield, weaving out of five guys, scanning around, like scanning that fast, seeing where to
He has
send
a
the ball.
super high IQ.
Oh yeah.
That guy is super smart.
Everybody's in the right place, you know. That's how it's supposed to look. Wonderful. All right.
Yeah.
That's it. We're back in this thing. We're back in this thing. All hope is not lost. Okan does know how to coach.
We'll talk about him in the next show.
That's right. Have a great day, everybody. Howdy in Cim Bom.
Thank you.